We have 3 steps of development at Michelin. What we call advanced research, where people are developing, I would say, the basic bricks of technology, usually in the horizon of time that is between, I would say, at sometime around 10 years, okay? So they are working on technology that you will find on the market 10 years after. And then we have what we call the pre-development. And pre-development is when all those bricks are put together in a different ways for specific application, okay? Because usually people who are in advanced research, they are looking at the properties of elastomers, for example, and then they apply to different range of products. So is it for a pilot 5 or a pilot sport or something like that? Or is it for ice compound? And then this pre-development is looking at how far can we push the boundaries in different directions, like you say, between dry and wet, or between ice and wet, or what is the effect on wear performance, for example. And then this is where we look at how we can play with those different bricks together to get the better balance between all the performance that we get. And this is where those people that are working in pre-development, they sort of finalize a domain where the people that are in development can play with the technology that were prepared by advanced research. And then those people in development, they say, okay, I know now, because we are 3 years before the launch, they say, I know what I need to improve. And then they know how to put the bricks together to finalize the development of the compound. So this is the timing. Development is between, well, I would say 3 years. Pre-development is 5 years before, and we have advanced research that are looking at technology for 10 years. And then when we are in development, we have also a prototype facility where we can do, 10 trials, 20 trials that are going to do testing on machines, so we can check the basic properties. And then also the trial that will be used at our Ivalo facility, for example, to test the right snow and ice performance, and also in our test facility in Ladoux, so people can test dry and wet performance during summer, for example, or during cold condition for a nice product. And so we have those prototype facility that can do, even 50 tires, for example. And then we work with our facility to see how we can go from, prototype into more industrial series. And also this is where we faced, those industrial challenge. And this is why Michelin, in fact, when we say we invest 1.2 billion euro each year in RDI, it's because it's research and development and industrialization. Because in some case, we'll have to adapt the process in our plants to be able to obtain those new mixes, for example, so they don't stick on our process, for example, during even industrialization. And then we go marche courante, which is really the last step, where we will be able to do millions of trials or hundreds of thousands of trials that are exactly the same in different production facilities also.